What is going on, guys? As most of you already know, my name is Chad, and today I'm going to show you a little money in the Denk gameplay. That's the new game type in the community playlist on Modern Warfare 3. So if you haven't played it yet, I'll go over the rules of the game in a little bit. But first I want to talk about my new computer I got. I don't know if you guys realize that, but I just got a new computer yesterday. So this commentary isn't going to have a bunch of fancy editing, anything like that. We're just going to go old school. We're going to talk over the gameplay. I did do color correcting and all that good stuff, so let me know how it looks. Having a new system, everything's going to be a little bit different. I can already tell right now that the sound card in this system is a lot better because my voice isn't fluctuating as much in Sony Vegas, so the audio quality of the commentary is probably going to be a little bit better. I haven't got my Blue Yeti yet. I'm going to get that eventually. I'm still using the headset for the Astro A40s. I use the mix amp. The mix amp is actually an external sound card too, and it hooks into the USB drive of the computer. So it's actually really solid for, just the boom mic on the headset. So I'm not in a hurry to get a new mic, honestly, but I do want to get one at some point. So anyways, let me know how the video looks. I did, all the color correcting, but I don't have any of my old settings. I don't have any of my old layouts or anything like that yet, and I may just start completely over. I may not even pull it off of my old hard drive because, I don't know, sometimes it's just better to start it all over with the new system because a lot of the settings aren't necessarily going to work with this system anyways because it's so much better. So I'm going to render out at a much higher quality too. So I'm going to actually try variable bitrate this time too. So let me know how that looks. It should look really crisp in 720p, so check that out. I don't think I really have anything more to cover about the computer. So let's get into the gameplay a little bit. I'm sure you've already noticed I'm in the Juggernaut suit, and let me go over the rules of the game type first, I guess. Essentially, money in the Denk is sabotage, but the bomb carrier gets the Juggernaut suit. When the game starts out, bombs in the middle of the map as usual, but like I said, the first person to grab the bomb instantly appears in a Juggernaut suit with a Desert Eagle, no secondary. But the cool thing is, you can earn the specialist bonus in the Juggernaut suit. So if you use your head, if you can earn the specialist bonus, you must be able to earn other kill streaks. Hint, hint. But anyways, get back to the rules of the game. So it's sabotage, and I'm not that familiar with sabotage in Modern Warfare 3, but essentially when you plant the bomb in this game type, like say it's planted for 20 seconds, and then the enemy team defuses it, the bomb needs to be planted for a total of a minute. So those 20 seconds actually come off of that minute, so now you only have to have the bomb planted for 40 seconds. So say next time you plant it for 39 seconds and you defuse it with a second left, basically all you have to do is plant the bomb again because it only needs planted for a second, so you win the game. Does that make sense? So it's like cumulative, it adds up, and then once you hit that minute, you win the game. But the tricky thing about this game is if you get someone in the Juggernaut suit that doesn't want to plant the bomb, Chad, you can't really do much about it. I mean, obviously, if you kill the Juggernaut, he drops the bomb, but if you're smart like I am, and you kind of stay around your teammates or just a little bit behind them if you get in trouble, it's actually really hard to die. I mean, at one point in this game, I was really close to dying, but I just ended up using my gun instead of trying to knife. And right there, I probably could have jumped down and knifed that guy, but I didn't know where my teammates were because they looked like they were all spawning on the other side of the map. And I didn't want to get myself caught in a corner, get flashbanged, and then that would have been the end of that. So, but anyways, going back to what I was saying, if you get somebody like me that didn't want to necessarily plant the bomb, it could get frustrating for the other team. But honestly, that's kind of what makes this game type enjoyable, at least for me, because it makes having that bomb and having that Juggernaut suit that much more important because there's several ways to win the game. I mean, obviously, the way that you're supposed to win the game is to grab the bomb and plant, but there's a reason why they put the Juggernaut suit in here. Otherwise, people would just play domination. It brings an added kind of variable to the game where maybe you don't want to plant, maybe you want to hold the Juggernaut suit, and your team just wants to, wreck the other team. But then you're taking a chance of not winning in overtime, because in overtime, and I don't know if I mentioned this or not. I don't think I did, but in overtime, it's essentially search and destroy rules, where once you die, you don't respawn, and if one team loses all their players, they lose the game. If there's one person left on the other team, so if you want to hold the Juggernaut suit the entire game and risk maybe losing in overtime, that's another kind of variable that's thrown in there. So like I said, there's a lot of different ways to play this game. Most people play the community game types to run around, get kills, and have fun. So planting the bomb immediately and trying to win immediately isn't necessarily something you see very much in this game type anyways. As you can see there, hint that I gave earlier, you can get a Moab in the Juggernaut suit because you can get the specialist bonus, and you're going to see how I use this Moab here in a little bit. I wondered if this would work because I played a couple games before this and I noticed that there was an overtime round and that it was search and destroy rules, so you can probably see where I'm going with this. But overall, my initial impressions of this game, it's a lot of fun. I mean, you know, it's something new. I didn't necessarily get into, was it all for one, not all for one, all or nothing, or I don't know, whatever the hell the other game type was. I didn't like that one, but I suck at knifing. I mean, you can see how bad I am in this game at knifing because I play on tactical, and I could, I guess, switch to default in this game, but or this game mode, but I have no desire to do that. I'm just having fun. And that's kind of what the community playlists are all about, is just to have fun and, you know, not take the game too seriously. So you saw I held the Juggernaut suit for the majority of the game, and overtime's about to start here. I already got the Moab and hint that carries over to the next round. So you can kind of assume what's going to happen here. There's some kids in the lobby that were so mad at me for holding that Juggernaut suit. I think there was like a party of 3. They were complaining so much. I'm like, hey, bro, game over. He's like, what are you talking about? Game's not over. It's overtime. I'm like, yep, game over. And we went right into the countdown, and I called that in. And then in the post-game lobby, man, they had nothing to say whatsoever. They're like, oh, yeah, you're right. Game over. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know about the new render settings. I can render damn near in real time now. So this video is going to take me under 10 minutes to render with this computer lab, which is awesome. So I'm going to get probably some more Borderlands gameplay up later today. And as always, guys, I appreciate all the support. I will catch y'all later. Peace.